Hi and welcome to this video. First of all, thank you for anyone who has bought me coffee through the link in the video description. I really appreciate it. Google announced Flutter 2.0 in March 2021. We are going to see what's new in this version. First, some of the updates for Flutter 2.0. Microsoft announced that it's joining the Flutter community with open source contribution, and that is to support the foldable screen on mobile devices. So now the Flutter developers can easily tailor dual screen experiences with different design patterns. And it is included in the Flutter 2.0 and can be configured and can be tested using Surface Duo emulator. And to showcase the Flutter power, Google rewrote the Google Pay application and they ended up having 1.1 million lines of code from the original 1.7 million without the Flutter. And they reduced 90% of technical debt and they got 50% engineering efficiently done in the development of Google Pay. And Toyota also announced that they are going to accept the invitation from Google to use Flutter as their embedded system for their cars. And also they said that more than 150,000 apps have been developed using the Flutter framework. So to jump into some details in the Flutter web, they announced that Flutter web is stable now. That means you don't need to switch to other Flutter versions, for example, other channels. You just run your app on emulator as you always do in Android and iOS emulator. And in addition to that, you can run it as a web app. And Flutter is supporting both rendering modes in Flutter web. They have both HTML renderer that uses the combination of HTML elements, CSS and canvas elements and SVG elements. This renderer has a smaller download size. And they also have Canvas Kit renderer. This renderer is fully consistent with Flutter mobile and desktop and has faster performance with higher widget density. Basically, it's more sophisticated and more precise. And in Flutter for desktop, it is now supported and available in the stable channel under an early release flag, which means that they are ready for you to give it a try as a deployment target, but you have to think of it as a beta snapshot that previews the final stable release coming later this year. Means that you can test it for desktop, but it is not fully functional and approved at this stage. And in the Dart, which Flutter is based on, they have brought sound null safety concept to the Dart code. You may have seen this picture of error when you run your application. If there is a string or there is a variable with null value, you will get the error and it stops your application from running. And now with this feature, null safety in the Dart, while you are developing, you can detect where there is a possibility of getting null error. And all variables are considered as non-nullable unless we tell they are, so there is no null by default. And also you can migrate from non-sound null safety to sound null safety. And when you migrate from old version, you can choose what to migrate as non-nullable. And also they have added a tool called Flutter Fix feature that introduced in this Flutter 2.0. It combines Dart's command line tool with changes suggested by Dart Analyzer to automatically clean up the deprecated APIs in your code. So you will see this option in your code if you use the deprecated API, and it suggests you to migrate to a newer version of the API. So this tool has two options. You can see the full available changes by running .fix --dry-run, and to apply all the changes you can run .fix --apply. They also announced mobile ads SDK for Flutter. They said that this is the brand new plugin that provides inline banner and native ads in addition to the overlay formats. And this plugin unifies support for both ad manager and ad mob. So if you are a small company or big company, you don't need to worry about running the ads. You can run all types of ads using this new plugin. And they introduced new iOS features. For example, this Cupertino search text field that offers iOS style search bar, and you can create the forms like iOS using the Cupertino form section, Cupertino form row, and Cupertino text form field row widgets, and you will get the aesthetics of the iOS forms. There is also pop.green site that tests the compatibility of Flutter and Dart packages available on pop.dev with different Flutter versions. And you can think of this as, can I use for Flutter? Can I use this package for this version of Flutter? You can check it in the pop.green website. You can read more about this in the blog post that I will link in the video description. And finally, how to upgrade to 2.0. You can check your Flutter version by running flutter --version, and then you can run Flutter upgrade to go to the Flutter 2.0. I will make more videos about each topics in the Flutter 2.0, and we talk in detail, so make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.